Nitro Kid 98 here today. We got the 428 engine, well, a 428 engine back in the Eclipse of mine, and as you can see, we now have a turbo bolted up to it. That specific turbo is a Godspeed Performance T3/T4, and otherwise known as a T04E. It's a hybrid. It's a 63 trim. Trim meaning is in diameter of the inlet. It's got a 2-inch exit, and it's a 5-bolt exhaust for the downpipe. I got this turbo in Tuesday. I know plenty of people are probably watching the video talking shit immediately. That, man, you shouldn't have bought this turbo. It's a piece of shit. Before I actually give you anything else on this engine and what's going on, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I haven't really messed around with China chargers a lot for the fear of blowing shit into my engines, and not really the fins going in my engines, because I know the intercooler will catch some of that, not all of it, but a little bit. My biggest fear is the journal shavings from the internal journal bearings getting wore down, and their shavings dropping into the bottom of my oil pan and then circulating through the top and bottom of my motor or engine, and basically chewing the bearings of the mains and everything up like that, and I don't want that problem in the rods. I looked this over when I got it Tuesday. I took the compressor housing off and the hot side off, and I looked it over, and I was extremely happy with what I've seen, for the fact that I've always, I've done a lot of research before I bought this. One thing I've always heard is the biggest problem with these turbochargers and what makes them crap is they do not come balanced. And if they would come balanced, they would probably be decent turbos. And I was also under the emphasis that a Godspeed is basically nothing more than a Chinese turbo rebadged that they've etched their name in, as you can see, GSP. That is not a true statement. From what I'm actually about to show you, that is not a true statement. What I actually believe they do with these turbos, I believe they buy them from a Chinese company and then kind of put their own spin on it. And what I mean by that is turn it into a better product. And I'm going to show you why. This turbo is balanced. I have not taken this turbo anywhere to be balanced. You have a flashlight in there. If you actually see it's actually right here on top. You can see where it has been shaved down. That back bolt has been shaved down because it has been balanced. And I can also show you on the hot side, which is the exhaust side for people that don't know turbo talk. It has also been balanced as well. You can see in there where it has been shaved away. The only thing that this thing, I actually have another turbo up on here. It's going to go on the built engine. For all y'all, let me go ahead and tell you, this is not a built engine. It is a rebuilt engine, but it is rebuilt to factory specs. It does not have aftermarket internals of any kind in it. It's got a remanufactured cylinder head on it. That's why it's so clean. This is actually going to be running about 7 to 8 psi, maybe 10. I don't know. And the reason I say 10 is because a stock 428 is like 9/8 to 1 compression. And 10 psi on that is a lot. That's a lot of compression. That and the fact that they're only cast pistons, they're not even forged. So, anyway, the turbo I actually have at the house is up at the house. A brand new Turbonetics 60 series has the chrome compressor housing. It says Turbonetics in red on it. It's a real nice turbo. I paid about $800 for it. That thing is an absolute 100% quality unit. The one thing that this turbo does, and actually has a problem with that the Turbonetics does not, which is not actually a problem, but the only thing that it does, the Turbonetics does it, is listen real closely. It has some side-to-side shaft play, which is perfectly fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Once it gets oil pressure on it built up, it's going to fill in the spots in the bearings, the void in the bearings, which is there now, and that shaft play will go away. It's only doing that right now because it's not a Turbonetics, it's not a Garrett. It's going to have, some little things on it that your normal high-end quality turbocharger will have. Not a lot of people are looking at these bolts like, man, they were loose. If you not pay attention, I did that where I was actually turning the turbo and adjusting everything, where this was at the top, this was at a specific angle to hook the intercooler up, and this was at an angle to go to the manifold. All that stuff's got to be tightened. I got it loose right now, so I can still kind of move it where I need to move it in the event that I need to move it again. The intercooler kit that we have on this turbo is a JDM's, Sport JDM A really good intercooler kit. The biggest thing I'd like to say about it is everything went into place with ease. Considering this intercooler is going on a car that never had an intercooler to begin with, the fact that it fit up with no modifications needed at all was awesome. The only problem that I see with this turbo kit that I do not like is in welds like places right here and up here on this piece. If you can see down here, that weld, there's a lot of flash on the inside of that weld. I don't believe there's any on that weld. Give me 1 second and I'll hit it up with a flashlight. There's a little bit of flash. I'm not sure the camera will focus enough where you can see that. I bought this whole intercooler kit, intercooler and all, on eBay for $214, which the intercooler I'm probably going to have up for sale, or I'm just going to hang on the wall. It's actually a little small for what I'm going for. It's a 28 by 7.5 and a 2.5 inch thick intercooler. I'm going to be running a 28, probably 10 or 11 inch tall, maybe 3 inch thick, just to make sure it's super efficient. Well, I say the motor, we do have runtime on this motor, but all the runtime that I have is on NA setup. I have that header bolted up on it. The downpipe for that header is still down there. We just wanted to let it idle for a little bit. Like I say, mostly idle time. I backed it out of the garage and pulled it back in. A lot of that due to the fact that the slave cylinder, we've bled it and bled it. There's a ton of air still in the system. I believe it's back here in the master cylinder near the pedal. I gotta pull the plug that the pedal is attached to out to get the rest of that air out, because bleeding itself's not doing it. But from what we've actually got with it so far, it's idled good. We've checked oil pressure with the oil pressure gauge. Oil pressure is good. We've got a full 2 heat cycles, I think was what we had on it, because I've only let it get to full operating temp. Might be 2 or 3 times actually. And then everything there was working good. The only problem that we encountered with while getting it started is the MSD DIS 2 box was dead. I bought it used on eBay, so you know, it wasn't really an MSD. It's not really MSD's fault that it's down. The seller sold an NOP product. I waited a year to put it on the car, so you know, I'm not sure if it was dead from then or just being moved around the shop. I might have killed it myself. I don't think I did, but it's always a possibility. The only problem that I actually had with the Godspeed products, I'll show you real quick. This pulls right off. That's not good, is it? But nah. The biggest problem that I've had with the Godspeed products is this right here was broken. I had this piece on earlier. We was going to change the spring out, which here's the spring. I was going to go ahead and put a tile 8 psi spring in it for the fact I know that it's going to be accurate. It's a tile product, and yeah, you know, it's Godspeed. The Wastegate construction is pretty good so far from what I've seen. I like the way the diaphragm is. It seems like it's very stout. The actual unit is really stout. The problem that I had is when trying to take that off with a spanner wrench, I could not get it to loosen up. I finally got it to loosen up, and about 3 turns and the spring shot out, top popped off, about hit me in the face, and it was due to this problem. After doing some investigating, you can see there's a nice chunk of metal missing from there, if you can see that. And the threads are stripped out, and I think that was when they installed the top on at the factory, or wherever they put these on, China, you know, Thailand, wherever. But we're actually in the process of trying to get the warranty to cover that as of right now, and I'll let you know how that goes. But as of so far, guys, like I say, she should be actually running soon. We're going to run a 12-to-1 FMU and everything. That's going to be our tuning setup. I got MS Mega Squirt 2. We're going to install that a little later on. We just want to get everything working right now on the stock setup. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to be posting some more videos probably throughout this week as we get some more stuff done and reviewing some stuff. I'm hoping to go ahead and just buy another Godspeed Turbo to completely dissect it and do a review for y'all guys, so y'all can feel a little bit better, because I've looked all over the internet. There's not really any good reviews out there for them, except he said, she said, you know, oh, my buddy got one, they're shit. No, your buddy didn't get one. You're a bold-faced fucking liar. The biggest reason they always have a buddy that has it is because when it comes time to confront them about, hey, I want to see the turbo that was trash, well, they have a reason they can't come up for it. So anybody that wants to diss this turbo, go ahead. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to get some mileage out of it. Well, this is Nitro Kid 98. Please like, please subscribe. I'll be back soon.